launching today. We already covered the entire Cataclysm expansion launch. Now it's time to check out all of the patch notes that are also going live. So I hope you find the video helpful. Watch the other one as well if you still haven't, and a like and subscribe would always be appreciated. But now let's dive into it.
You are not prepared!
A lot of huge balance changes in this one, so we are gonna have something of a Frankenstein meta in the last 1 month, but ain't nothing wrong with that. We definitely need a breath of fresh air for the last 1 month. Patch 34.6 patch notes. Launching today starts the countdown to Hearthstone's next expansion, Cataclysm, and brings balance updates to Hearthstone, Battlegrounds, and more. Here's the useful links, Cataclysm expansion announcement, and your guide to Cataclysm card reveal and free rewards in the Dragon's Horde. Be sure to check out Cataclysm opening cinematic featuring the destructive return of Deathwing. Here's the cinematic apparently, and take a deep dive into the new cards and mechanics of Cataclysm with the Hearthstone design team. Guess we're gonna have a longer video here. Here's the pre-purchase. Cataclysm, brace yourself for Deathwing's attack when Cataclysm hits on March 17th in the final moments of Across the Timeways. Chromie and the Heroes of Time failed to stop Murozond from smashing the Hourglass of Time. The outcome was worse than anyone could have predicted, a portal open to a horrific timeline where Deathwing has never known defeat. Now this ultimate version of the Worldbreaker is heading straight for Azeroth, and he's not coming alone. His 6 towering lieutenants are already on the move, each one powerful enough to level entire regions on their own. If the Dragonflight cannot come together quickly, there may not be much of Azeroth left to save. The danger is real, the clock is running down, and Cataclysm is almost here. Here's again the pre-purchases and whatnot. Cataclysm has 135 new collectible cards, and before you guys lose your mind, yes, this is less than normal, but we are having a pretty good substitute, so don't worry about it. You can learn more about the first ever Deathwing hero card, the returning of Colossals, the brand new Herald and Shattered keywords, all new, and more in the Cataclysm announcement blog or from my last video. Start your Doomsday prepping with the pre-purchase bundle, available now. And we are starting off with a dev comment. Well met. We'd like to share a peek behind the curtains at a change coming to Hearthstone. Bringing with Cataclysm, major expansions will return to a total of 135 cards. Neutral, common cards haven't seen as much play as we'd like, so we're removing 10 neutral commons. But these cards aren't really disappearing, instead they're transforming into something more exciting. Going forward, we're using that design space to create new higher rarity event cards that you'll be able to earn for free throughout the Cataclysm expansion cycle. These changes make it easier for you to get your hands on exciting new cards, both in opening expansion packs and throughout events. Those are just a few of several improvements rolling out this year. As highlighted in Hearthstone Spotlight, we're also introducing new class sets that give every class more impactful tools and shine an even brighter light on their unique playstyle. We can't wait to share more with you soon. See you in the Tavern. This was kind of a bait, by the way. These changes make it easier for you to get your hands on exciting new cards? Like, seriously? Removing 10 common cards makes it easier? Sure, Hearthstone. We'll take your word for it. Like, opening all the expansion common cards usually takes less than 20 packs, wasn't it? So now it's gonna take 18? Great selling point there, but I'm still thinking this is not a bad change. Let's see how they implement it, but let's not pretend this held much value to us here. Anyway, log in, get Warmaster Blackthorn for free. Log into Hearthstone now to get the Warmaster Blackthorn legendary card for free. We already saw this in the previous video. He's a 7 mana 6/6 battlecry, destroy all cards that cost 2 or less in both players' hands and decks. And that should be pretty interesting. I'm not sure how impactful this is gonna be, but a class like Death Knight, a class like Warrior can definitely fit this in and feel okay about it. Limit 1 per account. After patch 35.6, Warmaster Blackthorn will be granted upon opening your first Cataclysm pack instead of upon login. Upcoming events. Online event Rally the Dragonflights. Help the Hearthstone community unlock all the Dragonflights to earn a free legendary Abyssian and 2 signature copies of Envoy of the End. From February 9th to March 17th, visit our Cataclysm Rally Point page to take part in the community's effort to prepare for Deathwing's attack. Help rally the Dragonflights by signing up for our email list, claiming drops on Hearthstone streams, and liking or sharing Hearthstone posts across our social media channels on Instagram, Blue Sky X, formerly known Twitter, and Facebook. So basically they're trying to get you guys to start following and interacting with their socials. Not the worst tactic, I guess. We are getting something out of it and they're gonna get more exposure, so a win-win, I guess, but a bit shady now in it. Here's the Cataclysm is Coming homepage on the Battle.net. Looks pretty epic indeed. We also have in-game events. Deathwing is inviting Azeroth from a timeline where he's never known defeat, and he's sending his colossal lieutenants ahead to kick off the siege. Join the battle for Azeroth's future by participating in these in-game events. Wave 1, Fire and Storm. Here we're gonna get a couple of epic cards, Shaman Ragnaros skin again, and some card packs, not the worst, not the worst. The first wave is here. Ragnaros and Alakir are launching their assault. And just as the unstoppable Deathwing channels the Dragon Soul's power, these elemental lords are stronger than ever. From February 10th to 24th, take the flight to these titanic threats and earn these rewards for your heroic efforts. 2 Sands of Time epic cards, 1 across the Time Waste pack, 2 Tavern tickets, 1 golden across the Time Waste pack, 2 golden Sands of Time epic cards, 1 Cataclysm card pack, and Eternal Flame Ragnaros hero skin. Here's what the card looks like, Sand of Time. It's kind of an interesting neutral spell, not sure how much play it's gonna see, but getting it for free, not the worst. And here's what the second form of it looks like. Not bad, but we'll see how interesting it is gonna be in real life. Next up we have Wave 2, Death and Madness. If Azeroth somehow survived the first assault, 2 more lieutenants are ready to strike next. The Undead Onyxia, yes really, and the Brutal Cho'Gall from February 24th to March 17th. Help push back these monstrosities and claim these rewards. We're gonna get 2 of these epic Dark Iron Harbinger epic cards, 1 across the Time Waste pack, 2 Disciple of Demise epic cards, 3 Cataclysm packs, 2 golden Dark Iron Harbinger epic cards, 2 Tavern tickets, 2 golden Disciples of Demise, and Twilight Hammer Cho'Gall hero skin. That's gonna be for Mage, kind of an interesting Mage skin, but yeah, I think these ogres are basically mages, and here are what the cards are gonna be looking like. 4 mana 7/4, Death Rattle, summon a 0/7 Doomsayer that destroys all minions at the start of your turn. Kinda insane, given this is basically a tempo card that also gives anti-tempo. It's an interesting combination, that's for sure. Could be used in aggressive classes, could be used in defensive classes, kinda interesting. And we also have the Disciple of Demise, 8 mana 8/8 dragon, randomly destroy another minion, repeat for each dragon you're holding. So basically if you're playing a dragon deck, play this on an empty board and this guy's gonna start destroying random minions. Would not be very beneficial if you have yourself some minions on the board yourself, because it can destroy your own. But I guess the idea is you don't want to be playing it like that. Summoning this guy randomly is not going to be that big a deal because this thing is a battle cry. Looks like an okay neutral, but I'm not sure how strong it's going to be without some mana cheating. There's also going to be a new legendary quest chain, brace yourself for Cataclysm, where Perilous quests, I'm going with Perilous, I don't know, a lot of new words for me today, and glorious rewards await. Prepare for Deathwing's arrival with a new legendary quest chain. Access the first part of this legendary quest chain February 17th to March 3rd, and the next from March 3rd to 17th to earn these rewards by playing ranked games. 1 across the Time Waste pack, 1 golden across the Time Waste pack, 1 Cataclysm pack, and 1 golden Cataclysm pack. Interesting. More free stuff, more reasons to play Hearthstone, ain't nothing wrong with that. And now moving to the really important part, the Hearthstone updates. Honestly, I thought this was gonna be the whole point of this video, but there was a lot of extra stuff to go through until we actually reached the meat of this one, but here it is. Dev comment well met. Again, for our final update of the year of the Raptor, we're giving a boost to a handful of underplayed cards so they can have one last opportunity to shine before rotating from standard to wild. Looking ahead to our next major update in 35.0, you can expect exciting changes as we refresh the core set, complete the set rotation, and roll out big batch of balance updates. Until then, we hope you have fun experimenting with these buffs. We'll see you in the Tavern. Starting off with Dr. Stitch and Sue. He used to be a 6 mana 6/4, now he's gonna be a 5 mana 5/4, and he should be okay like this, honestly. I think he should be an okay card. I can't see this guy getting included in Death Knights now. Like, imagine getting this guy with a Dark Gift from Xavius, Reborn remains with all enhancements. That means he is gonna still have all of these Death Rattles, so that can be pretty cool. We also have Syzygy dropping down from 4 mana to 3 mana, and she's still gonna remain at 4/4. That's kind of busted. Now she's actually gonna feel like a freaking legendary finally, so that should open some gameplay potential for her. Zorfor, Breaker of Stars, used to be 6 mana, now he's gonna be 5. I still believe he's not gonna be be very playable. We also have Emergency Meeting going down from 2 mana, now it's gonna be 1 mana. Get 2 4/4 crewmates, put a random demon that costs 3 or less between them. So maybe we're finally gonna see crewmate Demon Hunter actually feel decent. We did see something playable from crewmate Demon Hunter lately, but not top tier, that's for sure. Ulu the Ever Drifter is also gonna be a 4 mana 5/4 instead of a 5 mana 6/4. Still should be feeling kind of weird, but a little bit better like that, I guess. Not sure who's gonna be including him into his deck, but definitely has decent stats for the mana and a decent effect too, so choose wisely one, I guess. We also have Exarch 04. Old used to be 4 mana, now it's gonna be a 3 mana 3/3, same everything. If you're building a starship, get 3 different arcane spells and reduce their cost by 2. Kind of powerful. Maybe we're gonna get to see some starship druid before this rotation happens. Hemet Foe Marksman goes down from a 5 mana 3/6 to a 3 mana 3/4. Still kind of feels useless though. After a friendly beast dies, get a random legendary beast from the past, it costs 2 less. Could be interesting in something like a Beast Hunter, but I wouldn't say it's gonna make it a top tier deck, that's for sure. Grom the World Eater used to be a 3 mana 12/12 for 5 turns that's dormant. And the update here is it's gonna awaken 2 turns sooner if you eat a minion to the right of this thing. It used to be 1 turn sooner, which is super slow. Now it's gonna be a little bit quicker. It still doesn't have rush or anything on it, so it's just a fat pile of stats. That takes a little bit longer to actually proc, but it might actually be somewhat playable, maybe on some kind of Egg Hunter or something. So you actually feel good about cracking things open. The Archwing Pilot is actually a scary buff because this deck was kind of playable not long ago. Not sure what happened to it, but this going down to 6 mana might actually make it into a viable option for Mage. Used to be 7, now it's gonna be 6. It's a 4/3 Draenei. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Spell burst, summon an Archwing Pilot. So basically, if you have a bunch of cheap spells, you get to summon a full board of these. And at the end of the turn, they're all gonna deal 3 damage to a random enemy, and that can be a little bit too much to handle for most. But still, it's probably gonna be something memey. Speaking of Mimi, we have Yogg in the Box going down to 7 mana from 8. It's still going to be casting 5 spells. If your deck has no minions, the spells are going to be 5 or more mana costing. Personally, I really don't like cards like this, but the kids like them, so who am I to disagree? Ingenious Artificer also goes down from a 5 mana 4/6 to a 4 mana 4/5. And the next Draenei you play refreshes mana crystals equal to its attack. So this is going to combo off pretty well with Archwing Pilot. You should be able to pull off some good stuff like that. Erel, Beacon of Hope, used to be a 4 mana, now she's a 3. And this might actually mean that Libram Paladin might have a breath of fresh air for the last few weeks of this expansion before it rotates out. We can also see Interstellar Wayfarer. Old Battlecry reduced the cost of your Librams by 1 this game. The new Battlecry also is going to have Death Rattle reduce the cost of your Librams by 1 this game. So these two combined should definitely make Libram Pally a lot more playable. Maybe we're going to get to see a Libram or a Pally or something. I don't know. Haven't really looked into it, but both archetypes might actually be supplementing each other decently well. The Twilight Medium used to be Battlecry set the cost of the top card of your deck to 1, and the new Battlecry is going to be setting it down to 0. Kinda insane. This is actually scary useful if you know how to use it well. With the 3 mana card that packages your stuff, you actually could be doing some pretty nasty things this way. So Control Priest or Combo Priest might get a second life like this. Ascara is also getting a new Battlecry. The next 2 Draenei you play summon a copy of themselves. This used to be the next 1 Draenei. So again, a nice priest cards getting a buff. Treasure Hunter Eudora, I'm not sure why she's getting a buff. She just started seeing play, so what is up with that? She used to be a 5, now she's going to be a 4, so Imbue Rogue is going to be a little bit stronger now. And also Maestra, Mask Merchant, goes down from a 5 mana 6/5 to a 2 mana 3/2, guys. Like, how the hell did you keep this card this bad and then decide to make it into a 2 mana what it should have been all along? Like, damn son, 5 mana 6/5 for a Rogue class, thanks for that. This should definitely make her a lot more playable, and it's gonna allow Rogue to actually abuse Warlock stuff. So kinda interesting, that's for sure. We also have Petty Theft, goes down from 2 mana to 1. And also Agency Espionage, old, shuffle a card from each other class into your deck, they cost 1. The new is gonna be shuffle a card from each other class into your deck, they cost 1, draw 1. So the change is actually the draw 1 part in it. That should be kind of decent. And you're actually going to be drawing one of the new 1-cost cards, which is kind of huge. We still have plenty more to go, by the way, like damn. We also have Caress, Cabaret Star used to be a 5-mana 5/5, now it's gonna be a 3-mana 3/3. While in your hand, play 2 different spell schools to transform so you can get yourself a little bit of extra effects. Kinda cool. Maybe Rainbow Shaman might see some play again. Archimon becomes a 6-mana 6/6 from 7-mana 7/7. Kinda cool because, you know, Demon 6/6/6. Yeah. Abduction Rate also goes down to 1 mana from 2. Get a random demon, reduce its cost by 2. Repeatable this turn. Should be kinda interesting like this. Fill your hand with a bunch of discounted demons like that. Might actually see some kind of play. Announce Darkness also goes down from 2 mana to 1. I'm not sure this thing is ever gonna see play even like that though. Bot Phase becomes insanely good. 7 mana 4/12. Used to be 9 mana. Still everything's same. You're gonna get yourself a whole lot of minis this way. So it should be a powerful inclusion to some warrior deck. And also the minion sandwich token from the Rycleaver used to be a 3 mana, now it's gonna be a 2 mana. I still believe this is not gonna do anything about that weapon, like it's literally unsavable. We also have a Spore Empress Moldara. Used to be a start of game shuffle 7 replicating spores into your deck, and now it's gonna be start of game shuffle 7 replicating spores into your deck. Battle Cry cast 1. Okay. So it's not gonna be completely useless once you actually top deck this guy. Might be an interesting inclusion, but I'm not sure about that. The Crimson Commander is another upgrade to all them Draenei cards we've already seen. Old Battlecry and Death Rattle give all Draenei's in your hand +1/+1. The new Battlecry and Death Rattle give all Draenei in your hand +2/+1. So basically +4/+2 if this thing dies. Should be quite the huge stat dump for those, but the attack is not as big a buff. If it was health, it would have been much more solid if you ask me, but still it's something. We've also updated and upgraded the following Splendiferous Whizbang decks. For Warrior, all lackeys now cost 0. Mage, all morphing cards costs 1 less. Paladin fully leans into singleton rewards. Shaman expanded to 40 cards, 40 health to better complete quest and capitalize on their rewards. Death Knight added Sif as a viable wing condition along with general card quality improvements. Hunter added standout legendary minions including 2 of each Windrunner sisters. Druid now features the Discover Mage quest to complement its random Discover theme. And for Rogue, treasure count increased from 5 to 8 with weak treasures removed from the pool. Why the hell did you do this at the end of the frickin' card? Live guys, like this card was supposed to be kind of fun. I literally don't even know what you're talking about how bad this card was. Like, I have no idea what I just read here, but apparently it's becoming much better. Maybe we're gonna get to see some Legend with Whizbang challenges or something, I don't know. But yeah, quite a lot of cool changes to this cool card. And that was the final change to Standard, guys. Damn, son, another almost 30-minute video. Like, what are you doing to me, Hearthstone? Could we have not spread this across a couple of days or something? There's also gonna be some arena updates. We made a few updates to the Tavern of Time arena set, some Tavern of Time changes, Tavern of Time card changes, but as you guys know, I'm not concentrating much on arena nor on battlegrounds, so I'm not going to be concentrating too much on these. I have read way too much for today anyway, so I'm just gonna scroll through these. You guys can just check out the patch notes if you're interested in these anyway, but I really don't have anything to add of value to these game mode, so let me just scroll down and see if something interesting is at the bottom. There's gonna be some free battleground emotes and whatnot, some new stuff over here that looks kind of cool, but I'm not really interested. Lion's Landing Varian, what? Oh, we're getting another Darkmoon Faire bullshit. The Darkmoon Faire treasure booth is rolling back into town with a fresh spin on its latest selection of prizes. This time there are 2 grand prizes up for grabs, the Hogger pet and the Lion's Landing Varian mythic skin, alongside a trove of rewards inspired by Chinese Lunar New Year. Hogger and Varian Darkmoon Faire treasures run dates from February 9th to March 10th. No, actually that's only for China. For all other regions it's gonna be from February 17th to March 10th. And here's what it looks like. Kinda cool, but still. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, that's for sure. Darkmoon Faire Treasures is our random pull system that rewards pets, mythical skins, signature cards, hero skins, and more. The first pull is free, and subsequent pulls require runestones to purchase. As the prize collection in the treasure booth rotates, prices adjust to match the value of the current items. Read more about the current value of Darkmoon Faire Treasures, as well as pull rates and odds. Starting in patch 34.6, players will find drop rates, details for Darkmoon Faire prizes, directly in-game. Click the I button located at the bottom of the Darkmoon Faire treasure event page to view the most up-to-date drop rate information. Final fucking Lee Hearthstone. I wonder if this was involved with a lawsuit or something, but took him long enough to actually show people how pathetic the chances for you to actually get the good rewards are, but definitely step in the right direction. And here's Varian, lead the charge with the Lion's Landing Varian mythical skin for Warrior and Hunter, forged in gold and blue to showcase the High King's unbreakable resolve. Channel Varian's wolf-like instincts with animations that strike fast, shrug off heavy blows, and keep you poised to counter at a moment's notice. Truth, honor, and duty power every swing as Varian takes the fight to your opponent. Here's how he looks like, kinda decent. And also Hogger. Wild, unpredictable, and ready for action, Hogger is ready to welcome you to his pack. As your new furry gnoll companion, Hogger will cheer you on with feverish bloodlust and relish every act of violence you unleash. He's as fierce as he's loyal, just don't try to pet him for too long. Apparently he's gonna bite. He looks kinda cool, I don't know. A little bit funky if you ask me, but if you're into that shit, who am I to disagree? I wonder if this is actually gonna be a lot more expensive than the regular Darkmoon Fairs. Have we seen a mythical skin and a pet at the same time? Maybe we have, but haven't really cared about it too much, so there's that. Level up Hogger to unlock 3 new skins, Pirate Hogger, Corrupted Hogger, and God of Wealth Hogger. Earn XP by completing these actions with Hogger at your side. Okay, you can do all of these things if you want to get that thing, and we're also having a bunch of bug fixes here for Hearthstone. Fixed the visual bug where several signature cards showed their normal artwork in the history tile, including Portal Vanguard, Whelp of the Infinite, and Devious Coyote. Fixed the visual bug where Husk, Eternal Reaper's Death Rattle Skull remained on screen after the effect resolved. Fixed the bug where the second card discovered by Cultist Map was shuffled into the deck after playing a rewind card. Fixed the bug where Wallow the Wretched Raptor Herald retained the Short Claw Dark Gift from Raptor Herald after playing a rewind card. Also a bug where spell damage buffs persisted after rewinding. A visual bug where the lethal damage tooltip appeared when attacking a hero with infinite armor. Also a bug where Muradin High King could not gain Mega Wind Fury from Whirlwind Tempest. And also a bug where Time Looper Toki returned to hand after playing 3 minions transformed from spells generated by Toki. A lot of bug fixes, some for Arena, plenty for Battlegrounds, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's about it. That was the entire patch, plus the entire Cataclysm post. That was a lot of stuff, guys. I did not expect this thing is gonna go well over 1 hour, but I really hope you enjoyed both of the videos, and do let me know in the comments what you guys think these changes are gonna do to Hearthstone. All of these buffs should be opening a lot of room for some interesting decks like Libram Pally, Draenei stuff, and anything in between we saw. Should be kind of an exciting time to be playing different things in Hearthstone before the rotation happens. Kind of scummy that this thing is happening right before the rotation happens. Like, why did they wait this long to actually buff all of these literally useless legendaries all this time? Like, half the people already disenchanted these. So what was the point of that, Hearthstone? Kinda fucky, but still, at least it gives a breath of fresh air to the game and something for us to do while we're waiting for the new exciting expansion. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like and subscribe would be awesome, and do let me know in the comments what you guys think about all of this. I hope to see you live on stream each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, where I will be doing my best to find the new best decks after the huge patch changes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.